everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Today we're actually going to be talking about sinking funds. So this video is going to be all about sinking funds, how I got started with my sinking funds, what they've come to be by the end of November now, what my expected budget was at the beginning of the year for each category, the new categories I've added, and all of that. So we're going to be discussing all of that today. And on top of that, you guys, I do have a surprise for you. I am going to be doing a giveaway in this video, so stay tuned because I'll be showing you what I am giving away. So yeah, stay tuned if you're interested. I'll also be linking or leaving the rules down below in the description box as well. So first of all, my sinking funds, you guys, actually started in one bank account. That's where I used to keep all of my money. And it started to get really tough in tracking what I had for each category in that bank account. So then I switched it up to putting my money in an accordion folder that I got at the Dollar Tree, and that's where I was keeping my categories and my sinking funds. And then I also decided to switch it up one more time, and so I actually grabbed this A5 binder from Hobby Lobby that I had, and there I also had some pocket folders that I had bought from Hobby Lobby, and so I started adding my sinking funds here. The only sinking fund that is not here is vacation, and that is still in my bank account. Yes, originally in the beginning of the year, I had goals and I had a budget, a set budget for all of my categories. I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this for this category, I'm gonna do this much for this. And you guys, it just, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work that way. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to meet my goal for most of these categories, and you'll see as I talk about them each, you'll see how much I had expected to budget for it by the end of the year and how much I wanted to have, but you know, for some of these it just did not work out. So one of the ones that I'm going to be talking about, and that's vacation, since it's sitting in a bank account, I'm going to be talking about that one a little bit later as well as we come towards the last category. But that sinking fund is not going to be used. I stopped adding to it because we're not going to be going on vacation anytime soon. And so that's also sitting in a bank account just because it's a little bit more. It's $500 and I really don't want to be keeping that here. But it's definitely something that we are going to be using towards something else. And I'll talk about that a little later. So let's start with one of the first categories, which is actually a category that I added recently. And so this was not here in the beginning of the year, and this is for clothing. So right now for clothing, you guys, I do have $40. And there is really no set budget for this year, but for next year, I do plan on having a set budget of how much I want to be adding in here and when I want to spend it. So that's going to be here. For birthdays, my set budget for the year was anywhere between $300 to $400 for birthdays. And so this is something that I recently spent because I had 3 birthdays in November, and the only thing that I have left in here is $5. I don't have any birthdays for December, I'm sorry, but I will be adding more to this as well. Obviously, all these sinking funds, some of these might go into a bank account after this, or they might just continue to be in the envelope. So another thing I kind of wanted to discuss is when changing from the accordion folder, I switched into this. So then I started tracking with these budget sheets that I had. And these budget sheets come from either the wallets that I've gotten from Amazon or some cash envelopes that I also got from Amazon. The girls is actually a new category. It's a new sinking fund that I recently added at the end of September. And so I'm gonna add up what I have here. I should have $130. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30. So there is $130 in here. And this is for anything that they might need. And if this doesn't get used up within the next month, it's just gonna go into a 360 checking account that I recently opened, and that's how I'm separating my sinking funds from now on. So yeah, if the money doesn't get used within a certain amount of time, it's just gonna go to that checking account because I really don't want to keep having it. You know, the bigger the amount gets, the more money you have laying around. So that's what I'm doing. So in the beginning, you guys, for Christmas, I had set a budget for $800, and no way did I come near that amount. I actually continued to add like about $20 each month. And then these last few months, I've added just a little bit more. And this is what it came to be, you guys. So it came to be $307. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 300, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So $307 is what I am working with for Christmas. And that's gonna get used up within the next month here. For back to school, again, this is something that I start each year for the girls to go back to school. So this just started again in the end of September. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So by next year, I should have enough money in here for all back to school related things. All right, and then for cart maintenance, I do have $110 in here. So I'm gonna count that: 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. So that is what I currently have on here. Now, this is where I'm gonna talk about my vacation fund. So I need to change my tires on my car, and it's been 2 years, you guys, since I've changed my tires. So I'm gonna actually take the money from my vacation sinking fund, and I'm gonna add it to my cart maintenance, and I'm gonna get new tires, and I'm also gonna be doing an oil change that's much needed. So that money is gonna go towards a good cause. I am happy we've made that decision because we're not gonna go on vacation anytime soon. We're just holding that money there, so might as well get new tires. That is what's gonna happen with that money. And now I'm gonna add up all the money that I have here, and I'm gonna include the $500 that I have in my sinking fund vacation, or my vacation sinking fund. So 500 plus $40 for clothing, plus $5 for birthdays, plus $130 for the girls, plus $307 for Christmas, plus $80 for back to school, plus $110 for car maintenance. I've been able to save $1,172 for sinking funds. Obviously, not, keeping in mind that what I've already spent for cart maintenance, that's not included on here. The birthday money that I've already spent, that's also not included in here. I haven't spent anything for the girls. I haven't spent anything for Christmas. And obviously the money that I had originally saved up by September of this year, that's not included on here. But I was still able to save. What I currently have is $1,172 for my sinking funds. And I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but I'm planning on adding more sinking funds for next year. So that's going to be in a later video though. And yeah, you guys, the point of doing this video for me was to be able to tell you guys that, I had originally set a budget of what I wanted to do with the sinking funds, how much I wanted to have by the end of the year, and by no means did it come close to what I had originally planned in the beginning of the year, but that's okay. And then as you can see, I mean, my system kind of changed throughout the year as well. It all started in a bank account, it moved to an accordion folder, and then it moved to here where I'm able to track with budget sheets of what I've spent, what I've added, etc. So this sinking fund system has changed throughout the year for me. It hasn't stayed the same. I know a lot of you keep all of your money in you know, the envelopes, and some of you put it in a cash envelope wallet and all of that. So whatever system you're using that's working for you, continue to do it. And obviously I've changed it a couple of times throughout this year, and I'm hoping to keep this for next year as well. And then by adding my new 360 checking account from Capital One, that's going to be so helpful, because again, the more money that I have here, I just want to be able to transfer that somewhere where it's actually separated into each account. Because for me, it's just hard to see one huge number and then try to keep track of what I'm taking away from what category. I don't want to do that anymore. That system did not work for me. It just doesn't work in my head to be able to use just one bank account for everything. I just can't. So the 360 checking account has really been an awesome idea, and I actually got that from a YouTuber here that actually made a video on that checking account and how she was able to separate her sinking funds. And some of these sinking funds are gonna be gone, like the Christmas one, most likely the car maintenance as well, and vacation, that's gonna be all gone. And then whatever's left over by the end of the year, I will either continue to use the envelope or put it in that sinking fund in that account as well. So I also have a surprise for you guys, and the reason being is a lot of you have asked me where these budget sheets come from. Well, they actually come from some cash envelopes that I got at Amazon a while ago when I had gotten all of my wallets from Amazon. And so those cash envelopes are sitting right here, you guys, and I'm actually gonna be doing a giveaway. They are just stunning, stunning, stunning. It's 12 of them, so you can certainly use them as cash envelopes, as your sinking fund envelopes, whatever you want to do with them. Obviously they're gonna be yours. So again, I'm just gonna show you the prints here because they're just beautiful prints. I love these prints. I think these cash envelopes are just so stunning. And then I do have a couple of budget sheets left over, and so I'm gonna go ahead and include those budget sheets in here. It's only 3 of them, you guys. It's not a whole lot because honestly I've used most of them for my cash envelopes, but I wanted to include a few. They are double-sided, and so I just wanted to include at least the ones that I had left because I know a lot of you have liked them. And I'm not using the cash envelopes. The reason why I got them was because I wanted to use them, but when I got them, I decided to just make my own cash envelopes. So yes, I'm gonna be including these 3 little budget sheets with the 12 cash envelopes, and hopefully one of you will get the most use out of these cash envelopes. Maybe turn them into your sinking funds, whatever you wanna do with them. I will leave the rules down below. They're gonna be pretty simple. I'm just gonna keep it very simple with you guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and so I just wanted to be able to give back a little bit, and so this is my way of giving. That is not all. I'm going to be doing another giveaway, so stay tuned for that on my next video. And you guys, until next time, I hope you enjoy.